Hey guys, it's Mike here again with VIPER Paranormal, and today we're going to be debunking some K2 myths, and I'm also going to show you how to identify a false reading. K2 meters, and all EMF meters for that matter, are probably the single most misunderstood and misused piece of equipment in the paranormal field. K2 meters have become a very popular instrument for paranormal teams, researchers, and investigators all over the world for several reasons. Probably the top reason is the Atlantic Paranormal Society and the television show Ghost Hunters. People see things on television, they watch it, they want to feel like they can relate to the ghost hunters, so they go out and buy these pieces of equipment as well. Probably 90% of your investigation teams out there probably have at least one K2 meter in their gear bag. People like these meters because they're lightweight, they're small, and they have a really cool feature, I will admit. You can use them at nighttime without a flashlight because they've got the little LED lights here, and as your source gets stronger, the lights light up more. People also believe that they're less sensitive to movement. You see I'm moving it around, it's really not lighting up. A lot of the other lower end meters, when you shake these things or move them too fast, you're going to get a false reading. With these, not so much. And it's actually not a benefit, it's actually a bad thing. I don't know how to put this nicely, but these meters are crap. They're cheap, they're cheaply made, it's a cheap plastic material, they're very inaccurate. These are probably one of the worst EMF meters that you could buy. I would compare them to the ELF meters that are about $7. I really wouldn't even call this an EMF meter as much as it is an EMF detector, because they're so inaccurate and so oversensitive to AC fields. It's not a reliable piece of equipment at all, but you still can use these in the field. Also, these are very sensitive to RF radio frequencies. Two-way radios set them off, cell phones will set them off, wireless internet connections will set them off. So definitely more cons than pros with this particular piece of equipment. Okay, here are a few myths you may or may not have heard about the K2 meters. I've heard people say that unlike all the other EMF meters, the K2 meter was specifically made for paranormal investigation. Now, I'm here to tell you guys this is not true. These K2 meters came out long before paranormal investigation was really popular because of the television shows and things like that. The K2 meter is made to pick up high and possibly dangerous EMFs. That's what they're made for. These were not made for ghost hunting. I've also heard other people say, well, if you want to properly use your K2 meter for paranormal investigation or ghost hunting, it has to first be modified. Now, I don't know where they got this from. If you want to use this for paranormal investigation, there are absolutely zero modifications you need to make. If you've got one of the ones that you have to hold the button down, you may want to jam a coin in there. I have seen some modified with a toggle switch to turn it on and keep it on the side, but in no way, shape, form, or fashion do these have to be modified at all for paranormal investigation. And last but not least, I've also heard that the K2 meter is superior to all other EMF meters because these do indeed detect and allow you to have two-way communication with spirits. I don't know where these people are getting their information from. All I could say is, don't believe everything you hear. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how to identify a false positive reading on your K2 meter. Now when I say false positive, I'm not talking about a false positive from, say, an electrical appliance or something like that. I'm speaking specifically radio frequencies, which these are very sensitive to. I'm sure you've seen on the television show Ghost Hunters, they set their meters down and they'll ask questions and ask for responses and things like that. Well, as you may already know, these two-way radios will set these things off, amongst other things. Notice when you're watching the shows, you're going to actually see it, but you see the lights there? They're not solid. They're kind of flashing. This is a telltale sign of a radio frequency. Generally, radio frequencies flash like that. Now, on an EMF, it's going to be more solid. It may flicker a little, but I'll give you a demonstration and show you what I mean. This is a radio frequency anomaly, and this is an EMF anomaly. Notice how much more solid this was than your radio frequency anomalies. Well, there you have it. We've debunked some K2 myths, and we've also learned how to identify a false positive rating. I want to thank you guys for watching our videos. Don't forget to check out our website, www.viperparanormal.com. Please comment, rate, and don't forget to subscribe.